Video of cutting out. I've already shown you how to cut out the black rabbit. Now we are going to be using another method, using the pen tool to cut out something which is maybe a little bit less or has less of a contrast. So I will zoom in. Remember that we've rasterized this layer and we are now need to be actually on the layer. So before I was on the layer that had disappeared, now I'm on the brown rabbit and we're using the pen tool. So if you scroll down, you can see that as the pen tool, and now we can start cutting around the rabbit. You can, every time you want to curve, you can kind of hold down, but otherwise it's just kind of going from point to point. Don't worry about being too precise at this stage, because you can actually add and take away. I am doing it much quicker than maybe you would do because of the nature of this quick tutorial. Okay, you can be a lot more precise than I am being. That ear was not very well done. Okay, so I've got round the rabbit. What I might want to do is adjust some of the things, but what I can do first of all, the anchor points like you can in Illustrator, what I first do is mask the selection. So I can actually press the mask and there is my rabbit cut out. And now what I can do is I can actually adjust some of those. I can use, at the moment, it would be normally on the black arrow, because I want to adjust them, I want to use the direct selection tool, so that's the white arrow. I can actually click off and click on the selections and move the nodes in and adjust my shapes. So if I zoom in, you can probably see that a little bit more clearer. So using the white arrow, I can actually adjust my shapes until I'm kind of happy with it. If, for example, like this, there's not very much detail in there and I'm not really getting the right shape, it's the same with this. I can actually, can you see that that's quite flat? If I wanted to, I'd just get an angular shape. So what I can actually do is add anchor points by going to the black, going to the pen tool and going add. So that's add anchor point, and I can actually add some anchor points to my selection, and then again going to the white arrow, I can then adjust some shapes until I move this around until I'm fairly happy with my selection. What I would probably do is add more anchor points to these, so I can make the rabbit's tail go in and out a little bit more. I would add one here, and I would also add maybe some more to get that curve probably a little bit nicer. Okay, so not entirely happy with that, but for this exercise, there's a mistake up there, that will do. So then, to see both the rabbits, you can see the two differences between the two. There you go, there's the two rabbits cut out. So two different ways of actually cutting out, and they, again, they're still there. You can still, there's both masks, but different types of masks. Okay, thank you for listening.